Hello, I'm Eileen Quiring O'Brien, Chair of the Clark County Council, and I'm pleased to present to you the 2021 State of the County Address. I wish I could present this in our usual format by having a live event with my fellow councilors, Temple Lance of District 1, Julie Olson of District 2, Karen Bowerman of District 3, and Gary Medvegey of District 4. But in response to the governor's orders during the pandemic, we will do this virtually this year with the help of Clark Vancouver TV. As we would in our in-person event, I'm going to turn it over now to Stephen Abrahamson, Chair of the Neighborhood Association Council of Clark County, so that he can present the 2020 Outstanding Clark County Employee Award.
Thank you, Eileen. For most of the time since NAC began its tradition of recognizing outstanding service from a Clark County employee, we have believed its primary purpose was to acquaint the people of Clark County with someone who has been providing them with excellent and dedicated service, but who is not that well known to the county because their efforts have largely been provided outside of public view. This year, however, is an exception. The person NAC has chosen to honor for extraordinary service to the people of Clark County for 2020 is somebody already well known to many of you, because he is also the public personification of the county's efforts to contain and protect its citizens from the perils of the coronavirus pandemic. He is the county's health officer and director of public health, Dr. Alan Melnick. Dr. Melnick provides medical direction for the county's Department of Public Health, works with the county's Board of Public Health on policy issues, and ensures the delivery of effective health services to the county's residents. He works with healthcare providers, community organizations, educators, and business leaders. He has worked for the county government since 2006 and has served in his current position for 8 years. When I called Dr. Melnick to tell him NAC wanted to recognize his work for the county during the current epidemic, his first reaction was that he would accept the award, but not solely for himself, but on behalf of his staff at Public Health. And indeed, if we look just at the management of health emergencies, the magnitude of effort and coordination that his duties involve become clear. For example, during the measles epidemic of 2019, his department expended nearly 13,000 person hours in contact tracing and other tasks relating to managing the outbreak. This work included identifying and contacting more than 4,100 people exposed to the disease and daily monitoring of more than 800 at risk of clinical illness. The effective teamwork of Dr. Melnick's department and successful completion of these tasks provide evidence of Dr. Melnick's leadership skills. The magnitude of the current pandemic, of course, dwarfs what Dr. Melnick's department faced in 2019. Nearly 19,000 cases of COVID and 236 fatalities have been identified in Clark County since the first report of disease 12 months ago, all of whom were identified and monitored by Dr. Melnick's department. His people are currently monitoring 283 residents with active disease. In addition, the department coordinates the vaccine effort in the county, provides a wide range of information on the characteristics, safety, and availability of the COVID vaccines, and assistance for residents who desire vaccination but lack either internet access or have problems with the mechanics of receiving the vaccine. I believe Dr. Melnick's skills in education and public outreach are well demonstrated by his interactions with NAC. Last summer, we invited him to report to a regular NAC meeting on the county's COVID-19 experience. He provided NAC with an excellent presentation on the state's mitigation program and the criteria for a phased reopening, and fielded questions excellently for nearly an hour. I would encourage everyone to visit the public health homepage on the county's website to get a sense of the many additional services, in addition to the management of health emergencies, that Dr. Melnick and his colleagues provide to the county. For now, though, I would ask that everyone join me in thanking Dr. Melnick and his excellent team in providing services that inform, educate, and protect our people and help maintain the quality of life that makes Clark County a wonderful place to live. Normally, Dr. Melnick, with a plaque, but we haven't had the time to get that made yet. So in its stead, I would like to read to you and show you a certificate that that NAC will present to you along with plaque. And the certificate says that the Neighborhood Associations Council of Clark County proudly presents this award to Alan L. Melnick, MD, Clark County Director of Public Health, in recognition and appreciation of excellence and dedication and service to protect, inform, and educate the citizens of Clark County during the coronavirus pandemic, 2020. And if you'd like to say a few words, Dr. Melnick, the platform is yours now.
Well, Steve, thank you so much. Thank the association as well. This is a great honor, and I'm humbled by it. I think the term you used, that I personify this, I want to basically what I want to do is say that while it's a great honor for me, this was an incredible effort by a large number of folks and partners. I want to just call out some of them. I mean, our incident management team, including our type 1 team that came from out of the area to help, all the volunteers that have worked on this effort, our incredible staff at our department, Clark County Public Health staff. Some of them were working on COVID-19 and while they were also doing their day jobs because other work keeps on going. Other diseases don't take a holiday just because of COVID-19. Our fellow Department of Community Services were great help. And then, one of the things I want to say is that it's a privilege to work in a community like this with the incredible partners that we have. Our healthcare organizations, community organizations, schools. This has been an all-out effort across the community, and I also want to basically thank our council, Clark County Council, and our Board of Health for all the support they provided throughout this effort. So while I'm really honored to receive this award, I just want to thank everybody who worked on this outbreak. It's their award as well as my award, and just want to reiterate how privileged I am to be working in Clark County in this community.
Thanks very much, Dr. Melnick. And I want to just take this opportunity to thank Council Chair O'Brien and the rest of the County Council for the chance that they give to NAC every year to help us personify employees of the county who've done an excellent work for the people of the county and bring them closer to the residents of the county and to promote relationships between the various departments of the county government and the citizens of the county. Thank you again.
On behalf of the County Council, congratulations to Dr. Melnick. Recognition of your good work is very well deserved. As you know, these are challenging times, and we're just over a year into living with the COVID-19 pandemic. This past year has been very difficult for our community. The pandemic has brought hardship to residents and local businesses. Our neighbors have lost jobs. They've struggled teaching their children with online formats. And children have also struggled with no in-person classes. Some in our community have lost loved ones to this virus. Our community has been tested and tried over the last year, but the Clark County community is resilient. It's been inspiring and uplifting to see so many residents reaching out to help one another during these tumultuous times. We're moving forward and we're looking forward to being back to normal. I want to take this opportunity to recognize the extraordinary work and volunteerism being done by so many in Clark County in response to this situation. On behalf of the County Council, I thank all of the first responders and healthcare workers in Clark County for your continued dedication to the safety and well-being of our community. This past year has been particularly taxing on those who have followed their calling into these noble professions. Our community sees and appreciates all that you do. Clark County Public Health has been working very hard to help our community during the COVID-19 pandemic. On behalf of the Council, I want to thank Dr. Alan Melnick, Clark County Health Officer and Public Health Director, the public health employees, and others going far above and beyond to address the pandemic. Over the past year, Clark County Public Health has interviewed and made daily monitoring calls to thousands of people who tested positive for COVID-19. They've provided over $700,000 in assistance for hundreds of Clark County families in isolation and quarantine. They distributed CARES Act funding to nearly 700 food establishments that implemented safety measures to prevent the spread of COVID-19. They partnered with the City of Vancouver, CRESA, and others to open a barrier-free testing site and a vaccination site at Tower Mall. They've vaccinated more than 1,000 seniors and caregivers in adult family homes and assisted living facilities, and they opened a call center to answer community questions about vaccine access. As I mentioned earlier, the pandemic has affected our community in a multitude of ways. Clark County Community Services has done some exceptional work assisting the community, particularly those of our most vulnerable neighbors. Under the leadership of Director Vanessa Gaston of Community Services, they have worked with public health to operate a quarantine shelter for unhoused persons, providing 9 months of service to 270 people. They provided over $8 million in rental assistance to more than 1,700 households. They awarded more than $1 million in grants and loans to over 220 businesses owned by low-income persons, persons of color, women, and veterans. They supplemented existing homeless programs with Title V funding for the implementation of pandemic protocols recommended by public health. And they're not finished yet. Community Services is currently preparing to receive and distribute approximately $30 million of federal American Reconstruction funds for rental, utility, and other pandemic relief assistance. Many community partners have worked with Clark County staff to distribute CARES Act funding provided by the federal government to help several segments of our community. We sincerely want to thank those partners, including Columbia River Economic Development Council, Mercy Corps, Clark Public Utilities, and the Greater Vancouver Chamber of Commerce. For more information on how the county distributed CARES Act funding, you can visit the website listed at the bottom of the screen. I want to express my sincere appreciation to the county elected officials, department directors, and employees for adjusting business procedures quickly and efficiently in order to continue to provide the services our constituents have come to expect. Every single department and program had to suddenly adapt how they do business and develop creative solutions to these difficult times. Some of these solutions provided newfound efficiencies that will help guide how we do business moving forward. This is an example of how overcoming adversity leads to innovation. I grew up in Clark County, and I know that volunteers are the backbone of this community. This was particularly evident in the recent months. Clark County relies on volunteers to review and provide advice on many government processes. Members of our advisory boards and commissions spend countless hours studying and reviewing materials, meeting with each other and the public, and then presenting their recommendations and advice to county leadership. These volunteers were forced to change their procedures in the past year, but did so while also continuing to give their time to better our community. A good example is how the Commission on Aging switched gears and changed their focus on 2020. This group each year focuses its attention on a subject relating to aging in Clark County. In 2020, the group was planning to focus on community engagement and advocacy. Instead, commission members decided to look into the effects COVID-19 was having on seniors in Clark County, including access to food and supplies, housing challenges, and the impacts of isolation. The commission also moved forward with a plan to award its first Silver Citizen Award, recognizing older adults' valuable contributions to our community. Congratulations to the first Silver Citizen Award recipient, Evelyn Hallett. You can find out more about the Commission on Aging 2020 Speakers Series in their annual report on the county website listed at the bottom of the screen. This is just one example of how hard our volunteers work in Clark County. There are many more examples, including people donating blood, delivering meals and medicine to those in need, volunteering with local churches and charities, and too many others to list in this speech. This is more proof of the resiliency of our community. Last year, at the beginning of the pandemic, there was great uncertainty with the county's and other jurisdictions' budgets. As businesses were forced to close and people were staying home as much as possible, we weren't really sure what to expect with regard to revenues. How much sales tax would decrease, or whether homeowners would be able to pay their property taxes on time. So the Clark County leadership, with the guidance from County Manager Kathleen Otto and the County Finance team, they implemented initiatives in key areas to reduce expenditures, including establishing a hiring freeze, eliminating non-essential spending and overtime when possible, and putting some general fund projects on hold. Due to these strategic changes, as well as funding received to assist with the pandemic, the county was able to come within the budget in 2020 and adopt a balanced budget in 2021. County departments continue to monitor finances and are ready to respond as needed. This year, one subject you will be hearing more about is the County Charter Review Commission. This 15-member commission is tasked with reviewing and making suggested updates to our county charter. Clark County voters approved a charter form of government in November of 2014, and it went into effect January 1st of 2015. The charter requires that an elected commission first review the charter after 5 years and then every 10 years thereafter. If the commission recommends changes to the charter, those updates will go before the voters countywide during a general election. I urge residents to stay updated on this process. You can get more information at the website listed at the bottom of the screen, including commission members, meeting times and agendas, and how to provide public comment. This review is a public process, and you have a say in that process. You also have a voice when it comes to the county council. My fellow councilors and I want to hear from you. You elected us to represent you, and your opinions and suggestions are important to us. You can find our contact information on the county website listed at the bottom of the screen. We look forward to hearing from you. We're moving forward with this pandemic, and as we do, it will take an effort from all of us in many areas. The supply of vaccine has been an issue. Unfortunately, there was a communication and distribution problem with the state, which initially created some difficulties, but we are now moving in the right direction. For those who are requesting vaccines, we ask for your patience, as this will take time to work through the process. Dr. Melnick and his team have been working hard to get shots for those who have requested them. As you know, the COVID-19 metrics for Clark County has been moving in the right direction, which allowed us, along with other counties in the Southwest region, to move into Phase 2 of the state's Healthy Washington Roadmap to Recovery. One important thing that we can all do to help our community get stronger is support local business. We recognize that businesses, especially restaurants, have suffered over the last year. Some have had to close their doors for good. And while we've done everything that we can with CARES Act funding, local businesses need the support of the entire community to be successful. I urge you to join me in supporting local businesses in any way that you can. Together, we can get our neighbors back to work, back in business, and boost our local economy. If I had to sum the State of the County address in one word right now, it would be resilient. We'll get out of this pandemic, and having personally faced adversity in the past, I believe that we will be stronger because of it. Our community's resilient character ensures that we will see better days ahead for all of us. Thank you for your time and interest. Please stay connected with your friends and reach out to those in isolation. Our community will be better because of your efforts. God bless you, and God bless Clark County. Thank you.